I am remembering, and I could get away sometimes. Every once in a while, we'll call her Miss Cindy. Most times it was a big old, I'm sorry, who? What did you say? But every once in a while, I'll be like, hey, Miss Cindy. Again, that's my mom. My mom is Miss Cindy. So it is Miss Cindy Day, and I am happy. June 5th, and it would have been my mom's birthday, and that is occurring for me in very real ways. In that, it's been 5 years, 5 or 6, 2014, going 6 years, going on 6 years, because she passed in July, and I thought it would be wonderful for me to share a video, because she used to always say, she used to always ask about speaking engagements that I would have. And some of my best memories involve her sitting in an audience and me speaking in front of people. And so I thought, oh, this is good. It's a good time to do this. And though I have been crying quite a bit, today is a day of celebration, and I think about Miss Cindy, and it makes me really happy. So this post is for you, Miss Cindy. Without you, there is no going on 50. So fun. I don't know if it's a fun fact or not, but I'll present it as a fun fact. When I was born, my mom died on the table, and I think about that often. She was at the end of a marriage, and I'm sure her body was going through quite a bit of stress, and I was in her belly during this entire stressful time. And my aunt said that during this time, my older brother, who would have been about 5, was crying, "Mom, don't leave. Mom, don't leave." My mom said she saw the pearly gates, but turned around. I remember at her service, my siblings and I got up and had words. And one of the things that I shared at her funeral is that you know a tree by the fruit it bears. And so you could never have met my mom ever a day in your life, but you know her through me, because there are very clear characteristics that I have that I got from her. And so, and the same with my siblings. I just think we are all very kind people. We can be a little, don't poke the bear, because we also have that. You can get it. That's Miss Cindy. But we all care a great deal about people, and we all extend in such a way that we believe we can be helpful to humanity. And that's my mom. And so, sorry, I had to take a break, go grab something to eat. The memories continue. I think, so today she would have been 76. All right, so one of my favorite memories that I have of my mom is she wasn't a drinker. She didn't drink. I had never really seen her drink, at least not around me. She hadn't drank. But this one day she came home and she was actually drunk. And she was talking and laughing. And she goes in the bathroom and she puts both of her feet in the tub, and she sits on the edge of the tub and starts scrubbing the wall of the tub and telling me some elaborate story about what had happened. I don't even know what the story was about. I just remember I thought it was the funniest thing I'd ever seen in my life, because that was just completely not who she was. So I know one of my favorite memories is her being drunk, but whatever. It is one. I remember I had, I would always come home from college, and so my room was no more. My mom she bought a house after I graduated high school. So when I would come home from college, I actually did not have a bedroom anymore. That happened. But one of the things that I love is that I would climb in bed with her. And to this day, I have, she had a white robe that she used to wear, and I actually have that white robe on the back of my closet right now. And so I used to love that so much. I was in college and I was in this class, and in this class they were talking about poverty. For the first time in my life, I came to the realization that I grew up poor. Now, I'm pretty sure something in my head thought I was, but my memories of my home were always warm and it was loving, and we lived in the ghetto. In all of our houses, it was the ghetto, except for her last house. But something about my home didn't feel like I was poor at all. And I remember I sat in this class and I cried. And when I got out of class, I called my mom and I was like, Mom, like we were poor. So a lot of you don't know this probably, but I used to be a minister. I used to preach at my church. And I remember I used to always pray for my mom. I would pray for my family, but always pray for my mom, like, God, I want you to save her life. And like, you know, would you please save her? And one time she was visiting, she came to visit me in Texas. I was living in Texas, and she came to visit me. And as a minister, one of the things that we would do at the end of service is we would go to the front for those who want prayer or those who want to give their life to Christ or whatever. And so we would all go up front. And I had my eyes closed and I was just praying. And I opened my eyes and my mom was standing in front of me and she was crying. And I prayed with my mom and we bawled. It was the most special moment, just a really wonderful connection with my mom. Along those same lines, I remember my mom used to tease me all the time because I would say that I had a speaking engagement. And it would tickle her because I was preaching, but I was like, I don't know what it was. I just feel like I have a speaking engagement. And so then when I would talk to her, she would ask me if I have another speaking engagement. And so one time I had a speaking engagement in Flint, which is where I'm from. And her and my sister came to the service. And both of them, my sister was battling colon cancer. My mom was sick as well. And I remember I was teaching about the power of prayer, the power of healing, power of God, and I just remember I closed my eyes again, and when I opened them, they were sitting in front of me at the altar. Let me tell you something. Let me tell something to you. I thought about talking with this gum in my mouth. That was a Miss Cindy moment because that would be unacceptable. So that happened. Anyway, so, but with all of the stuff that's going on in the world, when you're dealing with all of these emotional things, one of the things that I think about is she is somebody that I would call and just kind of talk through some of these emotions, and not having that is difficult. One of the things that I've been trying to figure out is what do I want to do annually to don't you hate when you're right in the middle of saying something and then you follow a squirrel to something else and you never finish that thought? That's this moment. I was going to say, what am I going to do annually to commemorate my mom's memory? All right, back to it. Let me show you this. This is my mom. I keep this on my desk. We got this. Oh, you can't really see it. It's kind of a shadow box with her in it. And I keep this on my desk always. And when I travel, I travel with my job. When I travel, it's in my wallet always. It's in my purse or somewhere. So, and then my necklace here has a picture of the two of us in it. So I just keep her memory with me. And today I don't feel sad at all. Actually, I feel like it's a celebration of the fact that she lived, and she's one of the kindest people that I've ever met in my life. And I think my compassion comes from her. So that is it. Thank you all for listening and allowing me the opportunity to share some things about my mom and to share just kind of where I am right now. And I appreciate you for listening, and thank you. So I will see you all next time. Thanks for stopping by. Bye.